So the couple we have decided to save is, come on! Aaron Joel.
Yes! 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 Yeah! Look at this clown. Look at the devil. He's gone home now. The devil's gone home.
Or by your fellow islanders.
Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
You cannot stay on Love Island as a couple. One of you must now leave the island.
It's about to get real. Watch out. You know the deal. It's about to get real.
In the name of your one day, whatever goes around, comes around. Amber's vengeance came, and it came very quickly.
Stay on Love Island as a couple. One of you must now leave the island.
Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, what are you doing with your lives? Don't be a pagan. Click that button and subscribe to my channel. Just click that button and also click the notifications bell so you get all my notifications for my daily and consistent videos. And follow me on my Instagram at Murad_Murali. My handle is in the description box below. My handle is in the description box below. Where do we even begin? We wanted content and they damn well injected it. That's exactly what we needed. Where do we even begin? So much took place. We had fun games at the beginning. Amber got her revenge there, you know, when she pied Michael, and I thought that was hilarious. But we also have Belle. Now, this is something that I want to get into because I did express how I felt like Belle was a particular individual, a character, a personality, you know, somebody new from Casa Amor who we weren't really relating to. We weren't understanding, we weren't building a bridge with. However, she cancelled and threw that all out, and now I'm completely rooting for her because I feel like she is somebody who really stands in her own right. Yes, it was a challenge, this whole dispute with Anton, but at the same time, I do feel like Anton could have handled that a bit better. Yes, Anna was the best kisser prior to her coming in, but at the same time, you have to really understand where somebody's feelings are coming from, and I do feel like Anton was being quite immature with the situation, because to come and sit down with somebody, if you're going to reconcile, the first thing that you shouldn't say is, oh, I don't think I did anything wrong, because we'll put the other person on defense, and Belle just completely annihilated him. And I feel like what she's saying was completely correct in retrospect to the fact that he is a child, he's very mature, he's playing games, he has it from day one. I've said this many times that I don't think Anton is serious about anybody in the villa, and although I do feel like Belle was being a bit too sensitive because it was a challenge, you have to see it from his perspective, you have to see it from two different sides. I do feel like she was being a bit too OTT. It was a challenge. At the same time, I do feel like Anton could have worded it a bit better and handled the situation a bit better, a bit more him being a bit more understanding of, you know, Belle's feelings. If you like her so much, if you waited for her for 4 weeks, if you waited for this person for so damn long and you finally found him, then surely you would have handled things better and worded things better. I think that is what Belle was trying to get at, and the fact that he was so quick to discard this entire situation, so damn quick to just completely, you know, throw it away when they had the conversation, is probably what took Belle off the edge, along with the shopkeeper stuff. Speaking of the shopkeeper, note that the DJ, or not DJ, the bartender, I think she is the same person as a shopkeeper. So Love Island producers can't even hire more than 1 or 2 extras, which only highlights how fixed this show is. I just find it so confusing and weird. Definitely. But obviously the juiciest part of this storyline was this whole Amber, Joanna and Michael triangle. This has probably proven to be the most intense and gripping and addictive love triangle in this whole entire season. All these other triangles with Tommy, Lucy and Joe, and Maura and Curtis, and Molly May, and Maura, Curtis and Francesca, Molly, Tommy, whatever these love triangles are, they die out very quickly in terms of their, you know, interest. We fall out of interest with them, we don't really care for them. We have the girls who are egging up Amber to speak to Michael and obviously let him know what's going on, and, you know, speak to him and inject the feelings and say that you like this person. It is a bit weirding me out now that if you look back at everything, they told her to speak, she speaks, confesses her feelings, And now we're in a situation where either Michael and Joanna will go home, and I do feel like Joanna will go home. Amber's already said those things to him. He will lead on to Amber, and these two will get back together. Now, I do feel like that's probably what is going to happen. If that is going to happen, that also shows us that the show isn't only just fixed, it's actually very predictable. However, when they were all at that point, I didn't expect Michael and Joanna to be obviously split. At the same time, I'm kind of happy that this happened because Amber just has her vengeance.
Stay on Love Island as a couple. One of you must now leave the island.
Like, it really has come through where I feel like she has been vindicated. Her character has been completely vindicated, and I feel like there she is standing with Ovi. And I actually read reports and articles that apparently Anna was going home, so I kind of expected her to go home. I didn't expect it to happen so soon, but luckily they all just saved Anna and Jordan. But at the same time, it now makes me wonder, with all these reports of the show being fixed, perhaps this was all fixed as well for Amber and Michael to get back together. Now, nobody wants Michael and Amber to get back together because of how it switched, how he switched, how he was a bit aggressive, how he was saying she's childish, immature, and left the situation, how he was doing all that. I feel like it just, I don't know, like we all now dislike him completely. But at the same time, I feel like this is just the narrative, and they needed a couple for Casa Amor to break up that was strong, to obviously egg up the views and egg up attention, and that's exactly what took place, and it worked. However, I do feel like this situation with the whole Joanna stuff, we all know, I believe she's going home. I do believe that Joanna is going home, and I'm very happy that she is because she's just annoying me. Her character hasn't been that great. I'm kind of tired over her. However, I didn't expect it to see it happen so soon. One thing that irritated me was when they were having the situation, Belle and Anton, and Michael was so quick to say, look how childish she is, look how immature she is. This is the constant kind of narrative that's used when a lady speaks up, voices their opinions. I do feel like Belle needs to let him know. She had a crowd. I feel like that might have egged her up as well, but I feel like there have been many times where Anton's been childish as well. Why is my man crying because Michael might go home, but doesn't give a toss about the girl that he wants to marry and so forth and her feelings? Like, I find it absolutely hilarious. I don't know why you're crying so much, but at the same time, if you look at it from a different perspective, Amber was crying when Yewande was going home, so I get it. There have been boys from day one. I just didn't expect Anton to be crying so quickly when he wasn't even confirmed that Michael was going home. But now we see these two. What are your thoughts? What's going to happen? Who do you think is going to go home? I'm calling it now. This is how it's going to happen. It was predicted that Amber was going to confess feelings to Michael because the producers wanted her to do that. Then they're going to put the situation with the two, Michael and Joanna, here. Joanna's going to go home. Then Amber's going to come in and be back with Michael again. I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen. I've called it many times. I do feel like the show is fixed. We've seen this picture of the flipping shot, the cashier who also is the barman. Like, how can you not hire more people? Do you think we're thick? Like, this season and last season especially, we as an audience have become so analytical with this damn show. So I don't understand why you believe or think that you're going to pass things by us. And when the show becomes fixed like this, it just feels like I can't enjoy the show. Like, I can't enjoy this episode because I feel like this was all predicted and this was all forced to happen for us, and nothing is natural or authentic. I've said this many times. The British public don't like it. They hate it. They find it annoying. So I don't know. It was a good episode. The content was great. They injected it into us. I don't know what's happened with Ovi because I feel like he needs to at least come third or second. I feel like he needs to be at least the top three with somebody, because ideally, although I would want him to win it on his own, he can't do it. So I feel like he needs somebody on that show. So hopefully a new girl will come in, which I believe will take place in the next week, and go in for Ovi. Now, the reason why I thought Yewande was going in was because there was clips of her saying that she would want to go back in and that she really likes Ovi. So that's why I thought if she was to go back in, she doesn't need Danny or antibiotics to have a further narrative, but she does have Ovi, and those two would be a very good couple. Like, we really loved Amber Michael prior to all of this mess. Once Michael showed his true colours, or the colours that he was told to by the producers, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was, we're kind of now over him. And I feel like the people inside the villa, they don't know that. The producers haven't really latched onto the fact that we don't like Michael anymore. So you trying to keep him and associate him with Amber kind of means that these two probably won't win, even if they are together. They were a front runner from the beginning of this damn season, but now they're not because we don't like Michael. It's been tainted. So I feel like they're probably bringing him back in now to go back with Amber to now have Molly, May and Tommy win. They must have, I think their producers must have been aware of the fact that we loved Amber and Michael so much for them to win, but they didn't want them to win, so they kind of made Michael be seen in the public eye that we've hated, so that when he does go back to her, they're not going to win. I feel like they've done something like this as well, and I feel like all these fixed theories are now pouring into my head because we've seen so much evidence and pictures and videos and stage stuff that just looks so weird. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this episode. I feel like it was really good. I'm happy. It looks like Joanna's going home. I'm going to call it. That's exactly what's going to happen. If Michael goes home, it's a bit pointless. Let me know what your thoughts are on this entire episode. Do follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali, and subscribe to my channel. Click that button for daily consistent content, and I'll follow you guys. And I'll catch you guys soon in another video.